Avast, Konu Worldwide, on-site support, Enzo Brands, Assureful, Gloved, who we have here. I think somebody from Glove's here. Gloved. We have Gloved. Remo Corp, e-commerce Chris, who's bailed out. I've lost track of how many people this e-commerce Chris has bailed out when Amazon does their thing. You know, when you're selling a bottle of water and all of a sudden they say it needs hazmat and MSDS and pesticide and all that, and your account's shut down. Well, Chris deals with that when logic is not going to work with Amazon. He's not what comes up when you search for cheap help for Amazon problems. I'll be straightforward on that, but I will tell you cheap is very expensive when it comes to this. So like I highly recommend him, right? PickFu, I love it. I do PickFu for everything. I think you use PickFu like as a mom.
100%.
Like
100%.
My wife's presence, any decision I need to make that can get me in trouble in marriage, anything.
Kids,
PickFu, everything. It's
kids,
I PickFu
kids.
everything.
Which kid do you want? You know.
Yeah. Seller Snap, Smart Scout, Seller Mobile. This last one is a special one for me. It's called Connected Commerce Council, or 3Cs. We're going to be talking a lot about them this year. We stay away from like the topics like political stuff and all that in this group and religious, but this one, Connected Commerce Council, they're helping grow awareness for the people, the powers that be that are pushing the antitrust stuff on Amazon and want to break up certain parts of Amazon. I'm personally not a fan of that happening. Connected Commerce Council is just trying to educate everyone in the community as to why they feel that is a bad idea, and they would love to, when they want to get in front of somebody in Tallahassee or the Capitol or anything like that, to find sellers that fit certain criteria and fly them out there to tell their story. So I'll be reaching out to different people in the community over the year about that, but it's Connected Commerce Council. When you see me posting stuff about it, that's what it is. We have two pretty big events that we do as a group every year. One of them is Online Seller Cruise. You're probably too late if you don't already have a cabin for that. We leave January 21st to the 28th. If it's possible that you could call our Carnival contact, and people cancel cabins all the time, and you can snag one. And if you could, absolutely, I think it's a solid investment. I bend over backward to, like, I don't like attending Amazon conferences anymore. I just think most of them are
the same.
Yes.
The same.
The same, right? Well, there's a really good one, Inspire, actually. Maybe you could talk about it later. MDS is putting one together in Vegas. That would be something very different. There was also one, actually, I think it was another MDS person. What they put one on in New York. The lineup was insane.
That's
Innovate.
Yeah.
That was an insane lineup that they had speaking there. So like, there's some that I would totally go to, but it conflicted with PLMA. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but I try to stay away from a lot of them. So I try to make Online Seller Cruise be something different. Have some different speakers out there. So I think we did a really good job on that. And a lot of these conferences where you talk about the networking is great. Well, on Online Seller Cruise, I mean, you just can't get better than the networking, and that's Carnival's ability to do that. The other one we have is our China sourcing trip. We go as a group every April and October to China to source products. For those of you that's your thing, it's a free trip in the sense that you pay for your hotels, your plane, your wine, your massages, whatever you're into, but we don't charge for any of the knowledge, the touring together, any of the experience, anything like that. For obvious reasons, we've not gone since COVID. We do plan on resuming that in April. Yeah. We have a podcast and a YouTube channel called Wizards of Ecom. Love the support. We talk about a lot of stuff there that doesn't make sense to talk about in a full-blown meetup session like we're going to do today. And the Telegram chat, we're going to reference that here today in the chat. Today in this topic, we have a Telegram community with chat rooms on a bunch of different topics, including an advanced one for those of you that are verified selling over 7 figures. But one of those Telegram group chats are for the Amazon Influencer Program. So like, it would be impossible. Like today, what you're going to leave with is you're going to be stoked. Like, you're going to be super excited. You're going to know exactly what you need to do to start making money with the Amazon Influencer Program. But I guarantee you, as soon as you leave, you're going to have more questions, right? So the Telegram group chat's going to be for that. Free to join. You don't have to give an email. You don't have to do nothing. You just go to wizardsofecom.com/chat, and then just let me know you want to go into the influencer chat room, and I'll add you. The groups are 100% free, by the way. All these groups are. So if anyone during our networking pulls you to the side and tries to sell you something that's not a sponsor, please let us know. Sales free. We're not going to sell you anything. There's no, like, we make money selling products, and that's how we try to keep this group, is just sellers helping sellers. That's what we try to do. An announcement I want to make before we get to this, and I'm trying to talk fast. Am I doing good? I'm trying to run through this. We got a lot of stuff to cover, and everybody just want to hear these announcements. But it's like this wouldn't be possible without sponsors, so I want to touch on them. But something I have to put out there is there's been a merger of the two Tampa Amazon seller meetup groups. So I'm just going to say us and them, even though it's not meant to be that way. Like, we're on amazing terms. We love each other. The other group, which is not the Wizards of Ecom one, decided to merge into the Wizards of Ecom group, which is this one. So until we can figure out just some of the logistics of that, for right now, everything's going to be duplicated. So just have some patience with me on that, in the sense of you're going to see future events duplicated on each. Same everything. You may even receive duplicate messages until I can clean it up. It's not me disrespecting your inbox. It's a priority to work on it. Just so you understand what's going on. We all think it's a great thing. It's going to allow us to focus a lot more resources. We want to expand this place when the lease ends here and get a bigger spot with some cool areas. Little baseball thing for you to do your when you get really crunk up, so you do your batting cage.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good. Yeah.
And last thing I'm going to say, so we could just get straight into this, is, and then I'll turn it over to you, is I first discovered the Amazon Influencer Program via Amazon Live Video. So I used to talk a lot about it, and on previous brand that I exited, we really leveraged Amazon Live Video to sell. And then when that brand was gone, and Amazon Live Video, if you've not heard of it, it just if you Google it, think of QVC and Home Shopping Network got together and had a baby, and like everyone watching that had add to cart by now, right? It's amazing. You could access live video via the Amazon Influencer Program, Seller Central with Brand Registry, or Vendor Central with Brand Registry. Right? So when I exited, I really had no other use of Amazon Live Video, and as much as I tried to get everybody revved up about Amazon Live Video, it's very intimidating to get on video, let alone live, so it didn't really stick. So I kind of like got off my soapbox on that and left it alone. And then one day him and I are chatting, and I'm like, check out what this guy's talking about. Remember, it was what's his name?
Andrew Pardine.
His name, Andrew Pardine. He's actually local to
Tampa.
Yeah. So one of the struggles in the group is there's a lot of people come into the group and they're like, I want to do private label, right? And I love private label. That's what makes me tick. I started with garage sales, right? I did not start with private label 15 years ago. Private label is horrible for cash flow, right? So the majority of people that come in here, they're like, they saw a YouTube video and they're like, I got 3K. I want to start a private label company. I'm like, I really can't support that message, right? Like, I don't want to, I think my advice to you is don't do that. So it becomes this, like, maybe I'm anti-PL, which I'm not, right? I am very private label. I think it's amazing. I think it's a horrible place to start if you know nothing about FBA and nothing about Amazon. I never want you to have a container of goods on the way to the US and then come to me and say, what about that FBA thing? Or what's that sponsored ad thing? It's horrible, right? It's really irresponsible to do that, in my opinion. So what I find myself saying is go do arbitrage, right? A percentage of my business is wholesale to this day, but arbitrage also, like, I really don't like the writing on the wall that I'm seeing with arbitrage, to be honest. Like, I don't like, it doesn't look like it's heading in a great direction, in my opinion, with all these like IP complaints, and you know, Amazon hasn't put out any new programs for arbitrage in a while, so it was hollow for me. When Amazon Influencer Program came out, we're talking about, like, man, this would be amazing for someone starting off. This is what we thought at first. This would be amazing for somebody starting off. I would much rather tell someone who has 3K to their name coming in here saying they saw a YouTube video saying they should buy products from China, to instead say, hey, why don't you keep that 3K, maybe invest it in a little mic, some good audio, and just grab all the junk you have around your house and review it. Build up your capital, which in my opinion should be at least $30,000 to $50,000, and then let's talk about private label. And in the meantime, study your butt off, right? We loved it. He takes action on everything, right? So obviously the next day he had already hit 10K now. So you want to take off? So like we had that conversation, we checked out Pardine.
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Tom. I am 55 years old, family of 4 kids, wife, 2 dogs. I'm a financial advisor by trade. Thanks to Carlos, I now have 6 brands, warehouses, payroll, and a forklift. I swear to God, right? It's nuts, right? It's been super fun. I love this space. And then we started talking about the Amazon Influencer Program, which I know nothing about, right? Let alone being in front of a camera, you know, reviewing a Diet Coke. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? So about 6 months ago, back in like the end of June, we started reviewing products. We got accepted into the Amazon Influencer Program. My wife and I set a goal was to do 5 reviews of stuff around the house, whether it was like a tablecloth, a table, a chair, whatever it was. And we just started posting reviews. And the next thing we know, I mean, by the way, we made our first 57 cents, and I swear to God, you would thought we had won the Powerball. We're like, oh my God, this is gonna work. Holy crap, this is gonna work. And the next thing we know, the first month we made $500, then it was 3,000, then it was 5,000, then it was 6,000, and Danon per month. And then we now have 1,305 videos up of random stuff. And also, I'm going to tell you some other stuff today about how you can get people to send you stuff, because you're thinking, how in the world can I review 1,300 products without buying stuff or black hatting stuff? I've never done a black hat thing in my life, thanks to Carlos, but I'm going to share with you everything I have to know about the Amazon Influencer Program and how we made over $11,000 in December doing the influencer program, and we started back in June. And I'm a novice at this, and I'm just telling you, I did a little tripod, you know, one of those little tripod things that you get, put your camera on, just using my camera. I'm not an influencer, I'm not, you can tell. Put the camera there, and I actually took an Amazon box, and I taped up my script behind it.
It's a true story, I've seen the box.
So I'm looking at the camera, and behind it are my notes, and I have a little clicker here, and I'm like, hi, today I'm here to talk to you about the Diet Coke, 16.9 ounce bottle. I love it. It's got no sugar. It's got my caffeine in it. It jacks me up for the day. And by the way, you can get this here, here, and here, and here. I hope this review helped.
With a lot less confidence, by the way. It was his first video. So it wasn't like, right now he just killed it. Like, I want to drink Diet Coke from what he just said.
It was horrible. I mean, I knew nothing about getting in front of a camera. And by the way, it teaches you like a new skill set that you've never had before in your entire life, right? I mean, watching yourself on video and hearing yourself on video is the most humbling experience in the world. Who's done that, right? I've done that, right? It's awful, right? So it taught me a new skill set, which eventually I think will parlay into other things down the road. But this is what I've done. I've reviewed everything in my house, and I've just started off at, hi, I'm here to talk about the ABC by ABC, and I like it because of this, and I bought it because of this, and here are some features. My goal is not to tell you all the features of the iPad. My rationale is to tell you some of the features about why I bought the iPad, and that's it. And so we just did this systematically every single day. And so if we did 5 a day and then 10 each on the weekend, we had 90, and then 360, and then we kept on going, 720, etc. And the next thing we know, we're at 1,300, and lo and behold, we're making 3,000, 5,000. And yes, Danon, can you show the screen? Or is he's like back there like,
Oh, they got the slides.
is he scratching?
What he's going to say, because it's just the tech might not allow. We wanted to show a screenshot of the sales just because it's,
And
we
you're
could be telling you anything, right? So,
What
but
about something that is it okay to ask some questions?
Yeah, bring it on.
So you get a product in and
Unfortunately, he might answer them,
you
too.
don't like it. There's something about it that initially turns you off.
Don't review it.
You just didn't review it.
Well, I'm not going to waste my time creating a video telling you that this product stinks.
Okay.
Because
so
if I told you,
question.
this product stinks, are you going to click on the buy button? So once again, going back to the genesis of this whole thing, is Amazon, I think, in their world has figured out a way, and they understand that the fact that user-generated content helps. You've gone through the journey, and you've seen the main image, you've gone through all this stuff, A+ content, and now you're saying, you know what, I'm not sure yet. Let me see an average Jack and Jill reviewing this product, and guess what? You see me going, I like Diet Coke. And you're like, you know what? Tripped the trigger, and I bought it. And for some reason, Amazon goes, you're right, this works. And they're paying us a commission on that, right? So they understand this. As a matter of fact, Amazon is now laying this out worldwide.
yeah.
Like Canada, Europe, Asia. They understand that this actually helps them make more money,
We don't
right?
recommend you go open up channels in every country. Start with one and ride with that for a while.
Just roll with this, right? I'm going to tell you the other things that I've found that are starting to happen to us, and we are by no means influencers at all. We are middle-aged, average, just I don't know.
For sure. Yeah, let's,
So,
who here is currently in the Amazon Influencer Program and is approved for shoppable videos? Right, in the back. Okay. So I think we should start
Okay.
all the way in that, or you're going to get lost. Beforehand, though, I want to mention this. Once Tom validated and started getting a bunch of sales, I was like, well, I'm going to stop recommending arbitrage to people. Yay. Right? And I'm going to start recommending this, but I don't ever like to get up here if I'm not actually doing it. I don't know how Tom finds the time because he's just as busy as I am or more with things, but my wife and I started doing it, which means my wife's doing 99% of it. And we're up to now about $1,600 a month, but we're doing five videos every 2 weeks almost, right? So like we've not really pushed it. So what I want to put out there for anyone that, if what we talk about today doesn't really float your boat, think about this. Think about this just as a cash flow machine to fund your PPC. Like, you could just look at it like that. This applies to any model you have. So whether you want to do this as this is your thing, or you want to do this to help you scale in a different selling model like Amazon private label, I assure you, he who could spend the longest wins when it comes to ads. So ads are going to be so much nicer when you're just using the bank's money.
So what does the approval process look like? I've heard that it's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
difficult now, that you have to prove that you have followed.
All right. So
We'll do that. Hold on, let's see if this question ties into it.
Just for clarification, your distribution method is YouTube or Amazon influencer?
Yeah.
all right. Let's dive in, right? So the approval process is like 2 phases, right? Number 1 phase is you have to tell Amazon that you actually are an influencer. I am not an influencer. I have no followers whatsoever, but there are certain ways that you can tell Amazon that you are. So you can generate TikTok followers, Facebook, Instagram followers, and one of the methods that I used was on Facebook, you can actually make an ad, and you can show that ad to non-US people, which is going to make your costs lower, right? So you're actually saying, hey, listen, follow me for free swag on adventure and travel. And then guess what? The next thing I know, after 48 hours, I had 7,400 followers, and guess what? It trips that first of the 2 tripwires to Amazon and becoming that Amazon influencer. That, to me, is one of the easiest steps to get through, right? Number 2 is like, I don't know, it's kind of like a black hole. I mean, I can't be honest enough with you and tell you that I really have no idea what they look at, but I'm telling you there are certain things that I believe you want to stay right down the middle of the road when you're doing this process. So you have to tell Amazon, and you have to show them, after you prove to them that you're an influencer, give them 3 videos.
Only 3.
Only 3, not 4, not 2, whatever, not 14, because they're going to have to approve all of them. So just give them 3. And then once Amazon approves those, then they're going to approve you for what they call on-site commissions, right? So those 3 videos, in my opinion, should not be anything medical. Don't tell it that it's removed this mole, this hair, clears my acne up, anything like that. And make sure that those videos solve a problem. I'm doing this, or this is my coffee warmer, because I like to make sure that my coffee stays warm when I'm at my office desk, whatever that is. Make it solve a problem, all right? Don't bring up anything medical. Have it solve a problem, and make sure these are 3 videos. You guys are on stage. This is being reviewed by an Amazon person. The first step, in my opinion, I don't know this, I can't prove it, but to me is like a robot. It's like, do you have 5,000 followers on Facebook? Do you have 20,000 on Instagram? Do you have X number of views on TikTok? And it trips that wire, you got your first step. Now your second step, I believe, is where everybody's getting stuck. There's like this big funnel that everybody's going through, and you got to make sure there's nothing in the background. There's no QR codes in the background. There's no fish tank going on in the background. There's good audio, there's good light. Make sure that all that stuff is good. And then when you actually make your thumbnail, which you can, what are you going to title that? My view of Diet Coke? No. Review of Diet Coke by Diet Coke. That's it. Go right down the middle, in my opinion. Don't start doing this my personal opinion or a up close list, honest review of. No, don't do that. You can do it later on, Don't do that when you're going down this application process. Keep it right down the middle. Make sense?
I think the easiest formula is just get a blank wall behind you and hold the product up. Let it be a product that you actually use. Like, don't let this be the one where you try to script it. Like, you have stuff around the house. You bought that because you use it. It's going to be very easy for you to talk about. Just talk about that.
I would go to the Q&A of that product, and don't rush through this thing, right? This is it's getting, everybody wants to jump on board this program, right? So it's getting more competitive. So make sure that your videos are pristine, right? And then make sure that you're addressing the Q&As. Don't just read through the bullet points of what that seller had there. Go through the Q&As. How long is the cord? Does this come in black? Does this come in white? Answer the Q&As as your first thing. Listen, I bought this because it's got caffeine in it, okay? A lot of people ask me, is it leak proof or whatever? Whatever that is, answer the Q&As before you get into the descriptive part of the product. Everybody can do that. And show your product in action. I think that's a really important thing that they're looking for. So, right? So not just, hey, by the way, this is my air fryer. I fry stuff in it. Well, if you're gonna do an air fryer, show me the dimensions and then cap cut it into, this is frying my fish, this is frying my fried rice, whatever it is, and then cap cut back to, by the way, I love this product. I hope this review helped. Keep it right down the middle. I think that's been my secret sauce as far as like what gets approved. I can't promise anything, and I'm sure, as you guys know, the Amazon world is like this huge black hole that you get a VA one day, you get another one the next day.
And the reason he's saying it's a black hole is because we also know people who disobeyed, who broke every one of those rules,
And they're doing well.
and they got approved. Well, after the 3 videos, it really doesn't matter that much. Like, all this stuff we're talking about, it's just those 3 videos that you submitted first to get approval for on-site commissions. The reason he's saying it's a black hole is you can do all that stuff and still get denied. You can break every one of those rules and get approved. The other thing that I've seen, I don't know if we even agree on this, but like, one of the questions we get a lot in the group is, do I have to have my face on the video? Right? That's a big one for people. We've seen both get approved, right? I'm of the belief that you have a better chance of getting approved if your actual face is on it. That's just my gut. Again, there's no data yet to back up something like that. I think that's what it is. Like, people, I think the reason for that is that people think that you want to see a face and that I can relate to it better and I'm going to convert better.
Do they have a minimum age?
Nope.
He got in.
I got in.
He wants something from you.
Do you think that it's subjective, whoever is approving, different people approving?
I do. I personally do, but I also think that Amazon is now looking at this. I think this has become a very big affiliate marketing thing, and I think Amazon is looking at people. But I'll tell you what, we have some people in this group that are in Miami that have a very, very heavy accent, that have done some awful videos, but guess what? They have a really good engagement on their social media stuff, and they got approved like that. So I don't know what I don't know yet. I'm just telling you what got me approved. And once you get past this second gauntlet, I'm telling you it's a wide open space, and just go at it. And in the meantime, I guess the message I'm telling you is that even if you get denied, keep on trying and keep on making videos. Just because your video got denied doesn't mean that you can't eventually upload it to Amazon. So why not have 200 videos ready to just upload? I'm not saying
3 and send them in.
the 3 best, send them in. If they get denied, send in 3 again. If they get denied, you get 3 strikes. And if those three strikes get denied, upload a different social media, handle and do it again.
Right.
And do it again and do it again. And just keep on doing it. And just keep on doing 5 videos a day, and you'll have 500 videos that you can upload all at once and make it, right?
I don't know anyone that's had to go through that process more than 3 times. Okay. So like, you got to keep going and you do it. But to follow up on your question, I understand what you're saying now about age. So kids, for
Thanks.
toys, kids can be in the video, but there has to be an adult. An adult has to appear at some point in the video.
Or they have to be covered in like
Right.
I don't know, like a swim shirt or something.
I would stay away from like a bathing suit, because you're exposing too much skin, even if it's totally, you know what I mean? Like, just avoid that. But toys and all that, having a kid in the background, not in the first 3 videos, don't do it. But afterwards, totally can do it. He has Roxy taking a poop in the backyard on one of them, right?
Oh my God, we've had, and by the way, I want to tell you this. Side note, if you're going to do this, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't take it too serious, right? We have so many funny videos. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, I'm reviewing the Mail Boss mailbox. And she, for some reason, just thought that was hysterical. Because I said Mail Boss, or something like that. And we couldn't stop recording that. And then we've had videos of like someone sitting in a chair outside and my dog taking a squat in the background.
In the back of the
No
video.
joke.
Yeah.
And don't take yourself that serious. If you don't get it right, guess what? Apple on the phone or Android, whatever you have, has a delete button. Just delete it and do it again. Who cares? And I do it on one shot. I don't really CapCut a whole lot of stuff. After you get approved, just do it on one shot. Who cares? Do it again.
Layden?
So we got a question. If you get denied, can you reapply?
3 times, same channel, reapply. My opinion, do 3 different videos, and I will tell you that across the board of the people that I'm talking to in our Miami community, some people are told that 2 of the 3 videos have been approved and 1 of them not.
That happened to me.
So in that case, delete the one that's not and then upload another one, right? Don't delete all 3 and then have to do it again. So I can't tell you, I mean, Amazon is like, I'm sure they're flush with all kinds of people applying. So just take what they give you and just understand what they give you. But you can apply 3 times per social media channel that gets approved. So if you've been on Facebook and been denied once or twice, you have 1 more shot. And then once you're denied, then take it down and reapply with a different social media channel 3 times again, right? And I would just have that on deck. I mean, this is just, God, how many people have dealt with Seller Central and VAs and wrong information? So I can't tell you this stuff is moving like at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I can tell you that, right?
Let me be the boring one and step back and like talk about something else. So when you do get into the Amazon influencer program and before you've gotten approved for the on-site commissions, there's some confusion as to where it resides. So you have the Amazon Associates program, and there's a little toggle you're going to see at the top that you can switch between Associates and Influence. The Influencer program is under the umbrella of the Associates program, but it is a different program. Now, the major difference, if you've not got it yet, is, and this took me a second to get, is I make revenues on both. And oh, I thought.
So there's on-site on Amazon commissions, and there's off-site. In other words, that you're an influencer and you've driven traffic to Amazon with an off-site affiliate link. And a lot of people, miss that toggle there, but you can, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So the major difference here is the Associates program has always existed. How many people do you know that are crushing it and making a full-time living off the Amazon Associates program? You don't, because you have to be a master at driving traffic and getting in front of communities to make some money on this. With the Amazon Influencer program, you don't need the driving the traffic. Where your videos show up is on the Amazon platform, where all the traffic already is. So if you go to the video thumbnail section of a product detail page, you'll notice that there's a bunch of videos in there. Your default is probably, oh wow, that brand got access to add like 9 videos in their listing, but it's not. You'll have like 1 or 2 from the brand, and then you're gonna notice the other ones and they got these weird names like Tom Mays Does It Best, or or something like these crazy names, right? And those are influencers that just posted a video up there, and anytime somebody clicks on that video and looks at it and then makes a purchase, you're going to make a percentage. What's the time frame on that? From the time they looked at the video to the time they transact? Do you remember?
2 days.
2 days.
The day the product ships out is when you get paid.
So you don't even have to be a seller on
No.
Amazon to do this?
No.
Okay, let's rewind for a second, okay? So where do you see my video? Okay, so I reviewed Diet Coke. I'm not the seller of Diet Coke. I'm not the brand owner of Diet Coke.
I just, in order to be an influencer in Amazon,
do not need a seller account.
You don't also have
No.
to have someone.
No, not at all.
No, not
That was the one.
So someone clicks on the video. It seems they can watch any percentage of the video. It just happens to be they clicked on that video, and then they transacted on the platform. you get a commission off of that product that they transacted on, and a commission off whatever else they have in their cart at the time they checked out. So like, once that happens, you're gonna see all the things you made commissions on, and I'll see something like, I know we posted the chapstick, you know what I mean? But what in the world is this? And I see like 600 other, like 6 other things, and they're like these big speakers and like all this other stuff, and I'm like,
You ever seen those on Amazon on the
It's in their
listing?
cart.
It says videos related to the product.
Yeah.
So when someone clicks on that video related to the product, and that happens to be your product or your video, and they bought that product, you get a commission on that. So sometimes it's going to be really random. Like you may have, you know, a chair, but then you get a commission for a table that you're like, oh my God, I never even reviewed that table. So sometimes it'll surprise you as to what you're going to get a commission on, right?
So they are splitting the commissions between all the video creators on that page, basically.
Yeah, once again, I mean,
it seems to be last.
Give you any information or information on the videos that you post.
Yes.
they will give you, so on my daily commission, let's say I make $200, it'll tell me what I made a commission on,
Okay.
okay? It won't tell me where and this is what we don't, like everybody's asking me, like, how do you optimize this? How do you get like data and stuff? You can't.
Not until
I mean,
they come
absolutely, you cannot. You can see 25 videos per screen and then next page, and that's it. And it'll tell you top, lower, carousel, or both. And then guess what? It may be different on Carlos's. It may be different on someone in California's. I mean, we have no idea where they're placing it, so I can't tell you with certainty as to what the data is. I can tell you that I believe that when you're making this content, don't just take your camera and wrap it around a product. Put your face on it. I'm sorry for those of you who don't think their face is pretty enough or whatever, but it is. It's been proven.
Why'd you look at Andres when you said that?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you looked at
I looked at you. It's been proven that people in that video, in that influencer video. So when you're doing a thumbnail, my advice is put this product up in front and center, snap, right, and me in the background like this, right? It's been proven that people want to see a person reviewing that product, and I believe that Amazon, in that big vast world of it, is going to probably put up a Pepsi bottle with someone down here, and then you're going to get halfway through that product and see it. So I believe people click on your video instead of 5 others because you've identified that product as what you're trying to buy. So I think that's really important. That's my little hack, I think.
Is that a key to it? They have to have clicked on your video.
Yes.
What happens
So-
if some, I'm sorry,
No, it's okay.
if somebody also has a video that they clicked on at the same time?
The last one they clicked on wins.
Last click attribution.
After they buy or before they buy.
They're going through that journey, and if they have it on their cart and they click on add to
They
cart,
make that decision.
that's it.
Right. So let's talk about that for a second, and then maybe before, because at some point we got to cover like getting products and like where to get products.
Please.
We totally will. But I want to, before we get there,
Is everybody on board with what we said? I mean, stage
Believe
1,
me,
stage 2, like
I just have one question.
Only
I'm trying-
one?
Just right
No,
now.
Just
no,
one?
Don't
What
believe her.
sort of numbers you had prior to selling, it's as far as on the social media platform?
Followers.
Followers, yes.
Well, he said what he did. He went out and went to.
What's your name?
foreign
What's your name?
countries.
Monica, I had 0 followers. I had nobody on Facebook.
I thought I heard you say.
I created my own Facebook business account. My last name is Mays. I called it Mays Living. And Mays Living advertised to the world, if you want to follow me for free swag and whatever, like me. I spent $52, and in a matter of 48 hours, I had over 5,000 followers.
So
I
you did an
stopped it.
Amazon ad. I mean,
Facebook
a
ad.
Facebook,
Likes the
Facebook ad, and I'll show you, and I will share with you guys the exact Facebook person that I followed because he didn't help me at all, right?
So when you did the Facebook ad, you specified what type of
The-
people that
The
you
audience,
wanted?
you pick the audience. You say, well, okay, yeah, for sure. So you can actually click off US, which I would not,
Okay.
don't include the US. It's going to cost you more, right? It's going to cost you more dollars per click or
Okay.
per like. And now I'm advertising to the Philippines and to whatever. My goal is to cross that first gauntlet, right? And now that I've uncovered this whole thing, there are people in our world that do this for a living, and they can get you followers in a blink
Right.
for $100.
But initially, that's how
That's initially how I did it, was grassroots, just
Okay.
beating the bushes.
You could buy followers.
Yeah, you could. Well,
You
yeah,
can.
it's an ad. It's an ad. It's
But
an ad
it-
objective.
But I want to make sure that we understand this. This is not black hat.
Right.
You are actually advertising to buy followers, and that's not against the TOS terms of service. It's not.
Right, and to clarify it even more, you're technically
Yes,
not
yeah.
buying the follower. You're buying
Buying it.
your ad to be in position of them, so that if they like
So
it,
we
they're
wanna make
like,
sure
"I
we're not
wanna
doing
know more,"
anything-
and they're following you.
Correct. We're not doing anything black hat to get you guys flagged or eventually come back and then pull the rug out from you. So you're buying an ad to get likes to page, and we're just giving you a less expensive way to get those likes.
And don't get bogged down on this, because this sounds a lot more complicated than what it is. And so I guess Samir, Sammer.
Yeah, Samir, Sam.
Just get into the Telegram chat that we have that's free, that's with the Amazon influencer, and we could just tag you with somebody that apparently can do it in like minutes or something, right? Or like hours, I don't know. Like, so that can get done.
The first hurdle is not the issue. It's the second.
the approval.
You what?
I do not have Facebook. I do not have social media. I just started.
I didn't either.
Great
I didn't.
time to start.
I didn't either, sugar. I didn't either.
And this was last year. You did this all
This
last
was-
year.
This was June 24th.
June. Okay.
Okay, so, the,
8 months.
right, so the approval, the next part.
He watched it. He saw it.
Yeah, and this isn't something like that's actually new to us. Like, I saw somebody on Facebook posting something. I've been connected with the person for a while, and I wasn't. I mean, no disrespect to the person, I was just not very impressed with his like skills in e-commerce. And I saw the person all of a sudden posting something, and I was happy for him. But then the numbers got kind of high. How I felt they were high for him, and then I was like, these are fakes. Is this fake? Like, is this guy going down this road?
It was not
Right?
fake. It was
So-
not fake.
So I love, my favorite button on Facebook is mute. Like, if someone's sending me a bunch of stuff and it's like ruining my day, I like mute you, right? And the other one is follow this post. So I just started following some of the posts, and I'm looking at the thread, and I finally said, hey man, I messaged him. I was like, can we get on a chat? He was promoting a course. Even the course was like $97, right? It wasn't like a super expensive course.
No, it was a course on a course.
Right. He was selling somebody else's course, and he was making like a 50% affiliate commission. And I was like, hey man, I'd like to have you on the podcast. I feel like this can help a lot of people in the community instead of me pitching arbitrage to them. But you gotta show me a screen share and like show me this stuff before I have you on the podcast talking about this and telling people to go do it. Like I need to know it's legit. It was more than he bragged. I mean, he bragged. He showed it to me. I mean, he was doing a little black hat stuff, in my opinion, for like, because you could do that. Like, you could get that chair.
Let's make sure we talk about that black hat stuff. Let's
Yeah.
make sure we mention
So like, we
that,
can
right?
get that chair, and there's got to be 50 different brands of that chair, and they all look identical, right? So like, if you shot 50 different videos of the same chair and just positioned it in a different spot, you technically have 50 different videos. There might be a Costco version of that chair, and God knows there might be some fancy French name version of that chair that costs like $600. You're going to make commissions on these things, so like that's a black hat, way of doing it. I felt like some of his stuff was falling in there, but I was like, hey, come on the podcast and see how it goes. It blew up. Before it even really blew up, he was already like testing it and was making some money on it. That 50 cents.
Yeah, but this guy was telling us he was making 16 grand a month, and I was like, what?
So then I had another company. Then I had somebody else come on the podcast, and it was a company called WTI.
Have you guys seen that?
Just look it up. Go WTI Amazon. Just look it up. They have a massive channel. We're on the podcast, and at the end he mentions how you pay him, and they do product video for you. And I was going to hire him, and I was like, for $300 you're going to do an unboxing video? This is great. And then he says, and we'll add it to our influencer thing.
All right,
And
hold on.
that hit a bell for me, and I was like,
Hold on 1 second. Question.
Thank you. I was just curious, when you jump-started your Facebook followers by saying follow you for free swag, did you have to give them free swag?
Let me back up with free swag. I mean, you can make it say whatever you want. Like, follow me for more info on this. I'm not trying to trick anybody from anybody anywhere else. So that was not really, I mean, I say free swag, just like trying to get you to understand that there's a dynamic in terms of making your ad receptive to people that are not from this country that would like to follow you for information on maybe what you have.
Say more tips.
So we advertised in a space that I'm in called CPAP. So it's really on free sleep techniques and how to and we actually gave them those free sleep techniques about how to make sure that you don't have sleep apnea or whatever. So we were actually doing, I'm not doing anything black hat. I don't need to do this stuff like black hat.
I know someone that did a Facebook page and their ad said Friends Connect. Basically, join our page, we'll be friends. And
You don't have to give away anything, and I'm not saying that you should, trick them at all.
Just curious that.
You can run ads in India, Pakistan, and get 10,000, 15,000
Easy.
followers.
Correct. And I'll tell you some of the stuff that I think you should do now that I think are best practices to like get followers. So maybe put the top 10 things that you like in 2023 that are your favorites and put a link to Amazon. So what we're doing is we're kind of killing two birds with one stone, right? We're putting our top 10 things from Amazon and we're telling Amazon influencers that we're trying to influence Amazon behavior and just put a little link there, right? So I think that would help too, right?
And my other question is, when y'all were talking about whether your kids can do it, like, so you've got your account, but both you and your wife can make videos under your account.
Yeah, so
16-year-old, and you know what I mean? That would do it way better.
really good point. So I want you guys, homework tonight, look up WTI, do a Google search on WTI, and then
Not UTI. Not
not
UTI.
Whiskey
WTI.
Tango
Totally
India,
different.
right? Okay. Hold on one second. Do a WTI in that and look at what they do. And they have broke the odometer. Okay, when you look at WTI Amazon influencer, they have over 10,000 videos and they stopped at 10,000. So I looked at this back in June and they had 10,000. So what they do is they offer a service to those of you who are doing private label, and they say, listen, if you're bringing your new product to market, we will give you an influencer video for $300. Carlos interviewed them on a podcast, and so what they do is then they then have me, let's say I'm a brand and I'm sending this to WTI and Carlos, hey, listen, I got this new pen. Can you please have somebody at WTI influence this? Carlos goes, yeah, for $300. You send this product to Danon, who's my influencer in Kansas, okay? WTI probably pays Danon $150 or whatever. And then Danon says, hello, my name is Danon. I'm with WTI. I'm here to talk to you about this pen today. And so WTI is making the commission off every single pen sale that gets made. WTI pays Danon that commission one time for influencing that video. So to answer your question, you could certainly have other people underneath your brand as long as they say, hi, I'm Tom with WTI. Hi, I'm Carlos with WTI. You could definitely scale this, I'm sure. I'm sure there are people now that are like going gangbusters on this, for sure.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you don't have to show your face ever again. You just need to find influencers doing
Totally.
As long, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, totally could.
Yeah.
And it rather quickly could pay for the influencers to just do it.
I mean, can I ask you, what do you think WTI was making a month?
Why? They
Okay, well, just can you say like,
$1 million a month. Yeah,
I was under the understanding.
did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear
$1
that?
million a month. It's verified.
You don't have to have
I
a
don't take that
product.
stuff serious. I
You
take
don't
stuff
have
serious.
to
Like,
have a
I honestly-
product.
No, go out of my.
You don't have to drive the traffic, and you make $1 million a month.
If this thing existed when I started, I wouldn't be a private label seller right now. I
This
would
is
be like-
nuts.
I actually would have that lifestyle. Like, I'd have a lot less gray. I would.
With Facebook, that you max out at 5,000 followers.
I didn't max out. I just decided that 5,000 was my threshold, that I wanted to cross that barrier, and I believe that Amazon is looking for 5,000 followers to approve you for the first phase.
So what you just said is really good. You brought up because there's some confusion there. I'm going to help you with this.
Yes.
So, your Facebook you have a few different. And these terms really matter. So on Facebook, you have a personal profile.
Correct.
You have a group, and you have a page. A page is a business. So on your personal profile, you're limited to 5,000.
Okay.
I stay capped at 5,000. So if any of you send me a friend request and I'm not accepted, it's not me being a jerk. They limit you to 5,000.
That's what.
on your group, you can have an unlimited amount of people in your group. And on your page, you can have an unlimited amount of followers on your page. So what we're talking about is, you're not going to do anything different to your personal profile. To get any access to Meta, or I still call them Facebook stuff, you have to have a personal profile.
Right.
And then from the profile, you say, I want to open a page. You can open an unlimited amount of pages. And you might have a business page for your brand. So you're going to open a page and you can have an infinite number. So you're not capped by the 5,000. The 5,000 is your personal profile. But again, if you don't do ads, you don't do Facebook, don't let this bog you down. Like, there's people that will just do this for you. Like, don't let, like, just erase it. Pretend it doesn't exist. You're going to go talk to someone. They're going to take care of it. You're not going to deal with it. So, like, don't let that be the major focal point of today.
The first phase, I got your back.
Okay, so we got a question, and then could you repeat it back so they can hear it? So the question was, if someone wants to review in the United States and say the Czech Republic, can they do that? Or do they have to have separate influencer accounts?
So say what? There's a person in the Czech Republic who wants to have an Amazon influencer account. They want to upload videos from Czech Republic.
No, it would be to do influencer videos on both platforms. So let's just take UK and US. Can you load influencer videos up to the UK as well as the US, or do you have to have separate Seller Central, or not Seller Central?
I'm going to say it like this. I think.
Wait, repeat the question.
Okay, so can you have an Amazon influencer program in the UK and the US and then get a video and upload them to both, right? There's some ambiguity here, right?
Maybe on multiple marketplaces.
Right. What I highly recommend from you right now, because this is very, very wild, wild west, right? What I highly recommend right now is get a US platform. Just focus on the US right now. Don't do anything else right now. As we learn stuff in the group, we're going to share that immediately. But right now, there seems to be, like, there could be some confusion if you have different marketplaces. And I will tell you, even if you can list the same video on 6 different platforms, that doesn't mean you should. You can ask Amazon seller performance, or you can ask seller support the question 6 different times and get 6 different answers. So does Amazon want duplicate content across all of their channels? I think the answer is no. So I think you should hold off. Will you?
I will tell you from a friend of mine that has 1,100 videos up on Amazon, said, you know what, I'm going to upload to Canada. Amazon goes the same day, took everything away from him November, before Black Friday.
Suspended his account.
Gone.
Because he did what? I missed.
I don't know.
No, well, he took 10 videos.
No. He tried to upload videos to Canada because now all of a sudden
Influencer Canada.
How many of you have Amazon comes like, hey, listen, we can help you sell in Japan, and you're like, oh, you get those, right? Right, you get those, right? So he got something that said you can do your influencing stuff in Canada. He's like, yeah, I'm all in. So he uploaded a video and he did something wrong, and behind those, I mean, we've all been there, right? Everything's gotten flagged at some point or the other. And guess what? He got the rug yanked out, not just pulled out. 1,100 videos, making $4,000 or $5,000 a month, gone before Black Friday, and he's sitting there challenging VAs in whatever land that is, and he's done. He's done.
So just do the US for now.
Just stay in the U.S. Just wait. Let this thing flesh its way out. Just take those little cherries that you got right now and just do that. That's it. That's my advice. That's it.
Because they're still trying to figure it out too.
Right. And for veteran sellers here, they get you to sell on another international
They got
marketplace.
AWS
Upload
making $1 bazillion
like
a
tax
year, and they're
information,
worried about
suspend
this
you across the
making
board.
a couple $100 million a year. Come on, where's their focus, right?
Okay, so we get the criteria in order to get approved. We get approved, and then we've got to make videos. What products?
Okay. I think it's
Because I can't make that connection.
Or are you a plant? Are you a plant? Did you get planted here?
That's
Did you
what's
plant?
coming.
Did you
It's coming
plant here?
next.
That's amazing.
Let's take 2 seconds on one more thing, and then the rest of this is going to be finding products.
Oh my God.
And back analytics, a lot of stuff, right? But you mentioned CapCut a few times, and I think a lot of us don't know what CapCut is, right? So, like, let's talk about the hardware that you're going to leave here, and if you don't get it answered, you're going to want to know, right? Your phone. Use your phone. Don't get a camera. You don't need it. Just use your phone. He found something that I think matters, helps a ton. You still use it though?
Oh, it's a tripod that you can mount your camera on, and it gives you a little clicker. How many of you back in the day, I'm going to age myself, right? That you run in, you set up the camera, and you run back to that family photo, and you're like, and you like miss it?
You don't know.
The
on this.
clickers are freaking cheap as shit. You know, I watch my French, right? So the clickers are super cheap, right? So it's a little mini tripod, and you just, that's it. And that's all you need. That's it. That clicker, it's amazing. And you hide it behind the 12-pack of Diet Coke here. Hi. That's it.
The
You just hide it
reason
back here.
the
That's
clicker
it.
really matters is because
Stops.
otherwise, when you start, you're going to have a little bit of dead space in the front and the back, and you're going to need to chop it off. And there's an app you can use to do it, and it's not that hard. But when you do this across a lot of videos, it can be very time-consuming.
Yeah.
And for me, it just like sucks the creativity out of life. Like it just makes it so unexciting, right? So with this CapCut thing, it was a dream. It just eliminated that. When you're ready, you go, right? That was your pose, right?
That's it, right? Well, there's my thumbnail. Click, gun, right? That's it.
But the smile was everything.
That's it. And then it's your video that starts. And once again, there's a 12-pack of Diet Coke here, and I'm like, hey, so I'm here to talk about the Diet Coke, whatever. And then when I'm done, I hope this review helps. Click, and I'm done. I don't have to edit anything.
Right, but if you
That's
did,
it.
and who here's a video editor, right? Right. Yeah, no, Dana doesn't count. You are okay. So I'm not. Nor do I have time for that. And in the beginning, you don't want to hire someone to do this stuff, right? You just want to like make the money and put it in your pocket. That's why we're doing this.
So the tripod thing is called CapCut, is that?
I'm sorry. The tripod thing is called I'm sorry. I'm going to give it like UB size. UB size. UBEE size. I'm going to give them like.
But it's like a generic.
It's like a $9 tripod with a little clicker.
Right.
CapCut is a software that people use to actually edit their videos, which they do on TikTok, right? So.
And there's a free version.
So, and there's don't use UB size if you don't want to. That's fine. I'm just saying it's a tripod that I put my camera on with a little clicker. So I should say tripod with clicker. That's what you need to buy. That's it.
I didn't
That's your
even buy the tripod. I just got the clicker.
And
Yeah.
and I also have an Amazon box with my printed Word, script behind it. That's like making sure that I say, because after doing all these videos for a long time, you're not going to remember that Chinese name of that product. Is that the, I don't know, Wangzhou, whatever, billiard tablecloth or what? I'm not going to make sure. So to me, putting that little, I don't know, kind of teleprompter is what I did. I just tape it there. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it for your hardware, right? Like that's it. Don't get overcomplicated on that. You don't need to get light stands, and you don't need to do all this stuff here. My wife infuriates me a little bit with this, but like if I'm going to do a video, I just grab the thing and I go. My wife, who's the most beautiful woman in the world, in case she's listening to this, she's the most beautiful woman in the world to me, is determined to spend about an hour and a half in the mirror before turning any videos on, right? So, does Lisa do that, by the way?
She is the most beautiful woman in the world. I guarantee
Exactly.
she's watching,
So,
I'm
like,
sure. Yeah.
Don't get complicated. You don't need to get lights. You don't need to get mirrors. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Just go.
This is the dumbest thing in the world to make money.
Yes.
This is the most ridiculous thing in the world to make money. I promise you, I've done it. I'm a novice at being in front of a camera, and I've learned a skill set that I'm happy to like share with you guys. And if I can do it, you guys can certainly do it. This is not over the rainbow type of stuff. You don't have to become an actor to do this stuff. It's really, really easy. That tripwire to just make someone buy the product and then get a commission on that, albeit 50 cents, a buck, 70 cents, whatever, those pennies add up. And the next thing you know, you're looking at $300-400 a day. It's crazy.
Also, and we're getting to the halfway point, so we can switch into like what are the products that we're going to review and how to identify that. But here's my take on this. Our videos, the majority of the videos we do, they don't scream like conversion crushing video to me, right? The majority of the commissions we make, I don't know, are we on the same page as this? I don't know. They just happen to be the last video they saw.
Could be.
You didn't convince them to buy anything.
I disagree. I disagree a little bit. I do. I disagree a little bit. I
He
do.
just likes disagreeing with me, but like,
No, but how many of you have seen at the bottom of the page, like there's like a green arrow that says, look at this, buy this now, here's a closer look. I don't look at those videos.
I'm making $10 a day reviewing one of your fertilizers that I don't even know how to pronounce. Like, and I'm there holding this thing up, talking about
Carlos, I've heard many a time that
like
you
this
look
dinosaur,
like
carnivore, plant. Blah, blah,
No,
blah, blah,
I've heard
and-
from a lot of extra, Facebook chats. You were like Leonardo DiCaprio
Right,
of
yeah,
Cuba
yeah, I
in
was.
Miami. I don't
even
know.
had like my orange reef tank glasses on. I looked like a
They,
dork.
I mean, for some reason, there's a fan club for you out there. I don't know.
No, but that's my take. Sorry, I cut you off. You think that the video? I think they can. I'm just saying the majority of videos we have out there, they're not like they didn't sell anybody.
Yeah, but it gets to the point though. If you're going to make a video, don't just do a video of whatever you're doing. Make it count a little bit, because I think eventually the sheriffs come into town, and they're going to actually recognize the fact that this is good content and that content converts.
Yes.
So if you're going to do this for a minute and a half, make it count. That's all I'm saying.
But right now, get in your reps.
Videos are a minute and a half.
Maybe 45 seconds to a minute and a half. If it's something more
You
than
can go
that.
longer though, is what she's asking. Like, what's the max? You
Oh,
can put?
absolutely. I mean, I've seen,
You can do a
well,
documentary.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've seen some of these people that are true influencers that are actually reviewing the Canon 457 and all the lens and stuff. I just want to know that this could film my kid playing a baseball game. That's it, right? That's it.
I also find that like with my wife, she has a very obviously amazing, but a very unique body type, and I have a very like athletic, lean body type. So what happens is
Ripped.
for example, these shirts that I buy, you guys see me always with the same shirt, right? I love them, but when I go buy them on Amazon, there's like a ripped athlete modeling these shirts. Like I don't identify with him. You know what I mean? The majority of people I see wearing these shirts are muscular, lean people like me. So like I did a review of me wearing this shirt. Apparently a lot of other people felt like they related to me wearing this shirt because they're buying it. And I'm making a good commission off this, not Mr. like six pack.
More real.
Right? So I think when you have a unique body type, right, that you sporting the thing that you use and why it's so good because it flatters you is a unique thing to do, I think. I think so.
Average Joe or Jill reviewing the product
Yes.
is what triggers it, I think.
Okay, I'm defining the products.
Finding the products.
Dude, that is so easy. Are you stumped on that or no? I mean, trust me, I'm telling you, initially I felt the same thing, but I would tell you just to learn the skill set, review every single thing in your house, okay? For the most part, it's sold on Amazon, was bought somewhere else, and is sold on Amazon. Now, I want to tell you also, just recognize that different things in your house have a different commission rate. So toys are 1.5%, but your lawn and garden pesticide is 4%. Your beauty care products are 4%. So there's different things that have a different commission rate. So maybe if you're walking around your house. Now, I will also tell you, start thinking about places that you don't really look at, right? So immediately
You're
I think,
you're getting ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, getting where to look at for products.
Correct.
I thought you were talking about outside of the. Okay. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no. So, I mean, we have some people that have reviewed wallpaper, floor tiles, baseboards, electric sockets, door handles. How many people look at a door handle, and how many door handles do you think they buy at a time? If you're building a house and you like that door handle, you're probably buying 40 of them at a time, right? So the air vents, I mean, all kinds
Meter
of
boxes.
I mean, I have reviewed the pool pump. Oh my God, I get $6 almost every other day for a pool
You knew where
pump.
the pool pump was.
I don't even know. I just said this is a 6 horsepower so-and-so pool pump. It's been around for a long time, and I didn't really know what to say as filler. I'm like, this is an amazing pool pump. It pumps really hard. It pumps really hard. I didn't really know what to say. That's it. I didn't know what to say, and I get paid on it. Or so the fan in your house. So there's a lot of stuff that you're not thinking about. You're thinking about products, but just think about the stuff. Everything sells. Everything in your house in that room sells.
Then you verify that it's sold on Amazon. Because you said,
It's
like,
all sold on Amazon. The easiest way I find is it's all sold on Amazon. Just my wife and I put together a list, and we're over time. It's pushing 3,000 items, and we've not left our house. We haven't got to the kids' playroom.
So we took the back lid off of our Toomey toilet, took it off, and Lisa made a video on that Toomey silencer toilet, and it gets commission on that. The valve that is a valve that blue valve in your pool pump that goes back and forth, that gets commission on it.
So now how do you connect yourself with that listing?
So you review the product. You go to your Amazon influencer account, you upload it. There's a dashboard, it's very obvious. Like you upload it.
So you go, oh, you just upload it first?
You just upload it. You could batch them, but just to make it simple, you just upload one, a dialogue's gonna come up, and you just search for the product. And
And
it's
it has to be precise. So when you said like wallpaper, that kind of threw me because there's got to be a bazillion different types of
Right, but-
wallpaper. You have to be able to show that that's the one that you.
right, but your wallpaper might be
But then,
yellow with red roses. I would go to Amazon, if you didn't already buy it on Amazon, I put yellow with red roses wallpaper, and it's gonna come up.
So I go to the search term in Amazon and I just copy and paste that. And when I'm in my influencer channel, when I've uploaded the video and it's now saying to me, tag the Amazon product. So I copy and paste the first 5 words and I put that into the search algorithm of Amazon, and Amazon searches for me and pulls it up. And then I click on that, and I'm like, that's it. That was
One of the few
ABC.
times you love the Amazon algorithm, gods. Yeah.
And it works, right? And so what I always do, what I would encourage you to do is go through your Amazon catalog of stuff that you've bought, and then look at the amount of reviews, like 1,242 reviews, so you know that that's the product that you're looking for. And then when you search that in the Amazon algorithm for your influencer stuff, it'll come up with that same amount of reviews, like that's it, that's it, that's it, and you click on that. A black hat tactic that a lot of people are doing is they're clicking on all kinds of the same garlic presses. Don't do that, guys.
seen that.
So
I've
they're
seen
uploading
that show
the
up.
same
I'm
video
looking at
and all.
product and it's a
Yeah,
different-
and eventually, once again, I think the sheriff's coming to town. They're going to kick your ass.
It's like a
Don't do
degree
it.
of black hat. Like we ruin it. Like for example, search find buy. Let's just use that for example. You could have used search find buy. Could have like it technically still exists, by the way. Like people are doing it. Like just have a good sense. Like never died, but whatever. But like search find buy. The whole blow up was is that somebody had a crap product, and they were like had this thing on life support its entire time. I'll search find buy and artificially put a crap product up to #1, and this makes it immediate. But like. We ruin stuff. If you are going to do black hat and if you are going to get this garlic press and it could be like 9 different ones, at least do 9 different videos.
Yeah,
Right. At a minimum.
I've
Don't do it, but like
I've
at least do
seen
9
I've
videos.
seen people take this same pen, and the pen is like being sold by 9 different Chinese sellers. Okay, and they'll take the same video and they'll upload it 9 different times. It's a minute and 15 seconds, same video, and they're doing. Eventually, guess what? Other people in this space are reporting them. They're gonna get shut down. Just click on one, dude. Just do this. This is easy money. Just don't cheat the system. It's gonna catch up to you. I believe it's gonna catch up to you. Amazon always does, right? They always catch up, right? So that's my black
Well,
hats.
I think when you first. Oh, sorry.
Are you allowed to review your own private label products?
Nope.
No, not your own
Nope.
products and technically not.
Have your friend review them and get like 9, reviews.
I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. I'll review it. I'll just make those fat commissions.
Which
I'll go-
brings
matter of fact, I fly out to your
which brings
warehouse
some
and I'll
really
review all your stuff.
Which brings some really good collab ideas to the forefront, right? So why not have a bunch of sellers meet and exchange products to review? You guys could do that, right? So we're gonna get into like,
Oh, coming up.
what's that?
2-day convention.
It might be.
Okay, so who asked the question like, where do I find all these products? Are you done yet with all the products in your house, in your warehouse, at your office, at your parents' house, at your in-laws' house? Are you done with that now? So now we're on to the next phase of where to find products.
Yeah, but can we say one more thing before we move on, like about why I think that's important to do in your house, even if it's a 1% thing. You need to get your reps in. When I first started running ads, it kind of
Yeah.
sucked. When I first started a podcast, whatever I did, it kind of sucked in the beginning. You need to get your reps in, right? So do everything around your house. Like get into the habit of I'm going to carve out X amount of minutes or whatever per day at this time, and get a habit going on doing your 5 videos per day. Or if you have more time, if you have a lot more time, do 8 hours. God knows if you have time
My
to do it.
sales technique or where we're going out for Friday night dinner has been immensely improved by me being in front of a camera. No ums and ahs, honey, why don't we go here? I mean, it improves a skill set.
really does.
So just do it and have fun with it. That's my rules
Yes,
about doing
stuff
this,
at
right?
the house. But if you're scared,
The types of items that you would get the most commission off of are higher selling products with lower amount of videos available. So if you've got somebody that's just selling, and no videos, and you're the only one that's got a video, you're raking it in. If you've got a low.
If you can find that unicorn, absolutely.
there are exceptions though. Like there is some of this that doesn't make as exact sense as what you said. But yes, you have the right idea.
So let's say, I don't know, this projector here, right? Okay, definitely on Amazon, definitely. I'm not? Well, definitely on Amazon. I mean, probably has 8 videos and 8 really professional people in there reviewing it. I'm gonna review it. Okay, even though I think that carousel is full, eventually my video will show up somewhere. It may not stick, but it may be there, and we don't know what that is. So I would review everything in your house, regardless of whether you see videos on there or not. I would review everything.
What about books?
Higher, well,
What do people do? Do they read or they watch video?
Product than 4% on a $10 product.
Do they read or do they watch video?
The audio.
She asked me about, okay, so
Because I buy a lot of books.
yeah, so this is pretty funny. We talked about this before, right? So you can definitely review videos for books, but where is your video going to show up? It's not going to show up in the audio section. It's going to show up in the hardcover section. And if a hardcover book lover is looking for that book, are they going to look for a video? I mean, you can do it, and I've seen it. I'm just saying the conversion rate is probably not worth your time yet. Eventually, I think all that's going to be filled up. But for now, if you're a book lover, I believe that people that are book lovers don't like to watch videos. They like to read books.
I read the other reviews on books.
Correct. I'm not saying it's not. I mean,
I was just
Damn.
I would review all the stuff in the house and
Sure.
and just look at what's working and what's not working, what you like doing, what was difficult to do. Also keep in mind that if something isn't doing too good, to Tom's point, Walmart has an Amazon influencer Amazon. Walmart has their own influencer program. Target has their own influencer
Target's
program.
coming out with it.
These are things that are coming out that
Save your videos on a hard drive and bulk
I'm an
upload
influencer now
them
for
to
TV.
Walmart and then Target.
Well, I mean,
It's
it
coming.
happens, but, like,
It's coming.
It's not something that's dying. It's something that's just getting cropped
It's
up. And you're going to
coming.
be able to add these videos in different spots on different platforms.
Have you explored
I'm a product
how
junkie,
a
so
video
I can
shows
be
up
like you.
in terms of the position?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Have you explored what influences the video to show up higher or lower?
You don't get the data, but I'm seeing some stuff, and I'm just basing it off of a lot of experience in digital marketing and anything. What I'm starting to see, but I cannot prove, is that you're getting, and this would make sense on Amazon, is you're getting better placement in the videos based on conversion. Right? And I can't prove it, and there are some exceptions that it totally debunks what I'm saying.
And just like that, we just opened the
Right.
I will tell you that I believe in the bottom left-hand corner of every video there's a thumb. Okay? If you click on that thumb, it helps your thumb. So what I've done myself, I don't know if this is blackout,
You know.
I don't know. But I will click on every single one of my thumbs up to give it a 1, and Lisa will click on it to give me a 2. Will that help? I don't know.
don't do it from your account.
But I just think that may influence it later on down the road for sure. I don't know.
It definitely looks like that's what's going on.
Which is, once again, goes back to if you're going to do content, make it something decent. You know, I don't know. Just don't BS it. I'm sorry, you had your hand up forever, and I'm just like,
Who did?
she's got her hand up with a pen right there in the middle.
Right in front of him.
I'm the only one that sees it.
How can you see her?
Huh?
No, I can't.
She's like a camouflage.
I guess I'm thinking with the pen, because she has a pen in her hand, that she's not raising her hands.
Well, you could just hold a pen like this.
I'm sorry.
Takes time to hold it up. You're hilarious. Two questions.
No, you only had one pen up. You had one pen up, so one question per pen. That's it.
Pen and a phone. His question prompted a question. Where do we go, or how can we find out what commissions are on things like? You know,
It's on the influencer site. You'll see it. You say commission rate, commission policies. It'll be right there. Yeah, it's like easy.
right.
4% is the highest, and then it goes down to 1.5% for food.
But then they have like holiday specials and stuff, like if you want to get ahead on it and say they want.
You have to
Christmas.
enroll in those specials where they'll say, like, you know, women's boots or whatever on sale for 3% or something.
Your friend was doing did courses. He was reviewing.
There's a guy named Andrew Pardine who bought a course on
Weatherly.
by Weatherly that was like $97, which I think is a steal for what we're talking about here. But you could get everything.
Don't
that is
just
there
just call
and
us.
a
We'll give
lot
it.
more in
We'll
that
give it.
Telegram chat for free.
We'll give it to you for free. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh,
Just,
no, I just wondered if you could review courses, because I didn't
No.
realize they sold courses on
No,
Amazon.
no, no.
All right.
there are a number of people up there talking about this program, and they're offering a free $97. We'll tell you how to get online. Just don't do that. You don't
You
have
need
to.
to do that.
Oh, no, I was just wondering whether courses were some of the things that you could.
No, you can't review them.
Okay. And you said that when you're putting it in the search for Amazon, when you're relating back to, when you've uploaded it, you're relating back to the product itself, you double check, how many reviews it has to make sure you're actually getting the exact same product that you're linking it to.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So let's say you have like 4 garlic presses that are exactly the same, but I bought one from one seller, ABC, let's call it. I want to make sure that I look at those amount of reviews and corresponds with the amount of the stuff that I'm tagging. I just want to make sure that I'm staying white hat as far as I can with Amazon. That's the point.
So let's get in. Oh,
So when someone's asking a question, can you guys please repeat the
Absolutely.
question because nobody can hear it?
oh, repeat the questions for people out here. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And then one person asked, how do I upload my first 3 videos? I know we've gone well beyond that. And she's asked, will a video be done? Is there a video that teaches that? And so I know there's not, but perhaps you could do one.
I would. I can't volunteer you, but I'm sure myself, Tom, and other people that are in the chat. I'm saying the Miami Wizards of Ecom right now because that's primarily who's in that chat. But there's other people from the Tampa chapter here that are.
So
We would be happy to create a Loom video and pop it in there to do that. It would take
Sure.
2 seconds
Okay,
to
cool.
show how to do that in the Telegram chat, and then to upload the first 3 videos.
Yeah.
Where?
No. How? Well, yes. Basically, don't worry about that. If you just did a Loom video that showed the process, that
We could do a little bit of showing, but to recap, you have to, don't worry about uploading the first 3 videos unless you're already approved for the Amazon influencer.
Okay, yeah. So to go back, like how do you approve, how do you get enrolled in this program? The first thing I would do is make sure that your social media has the followers needed to get approved in the program for the first step. Then once you're approved in the program, it will actually ask you to create your own, almost like a Facebook page where you create like, Tom's Adventures or Carlos's, KitchenAids or whatever that is. And then now you upload your 3 videos after you've done that. Make sense? Okay.
If you go to the Amazon product called the DJI Osmo product, you're going to see me if you scroll to the bottom in doing a review of that. And then if you clicked on that, you'll see our influencer profile. And
Storefront.
It's a storefront. It's an influencer storefront where it shows your artwork in all the videos you've ever done.
Is it called DJ?
If you look up DJI Osmo, or if you join the Telegram chat, I'll link to it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get into other exciting spots to find products, right?
I mean, you go ahead. Questions, by the way, before we get into where to find the products, because I think did we hammer home, there's plenty of stuff in your house, I'm sure right now, that you could find 400 to 500 product videos easily. I promise you, right?
We could take turns, otherwise we both have a few. Some of them I came up with, some of them he discovered, some of them we discovered from other people that were, One that I really like is, and I'm hoping it's by the rules, I looked at the rules to make sure that this was okay, is one of the spots where I get free products to review in the Amazon Influencer Program is Rebate Key. I feel like I'm supporting the cause. It's other private label sellers who have products there that want me to buy, and I am not only getting my money back, I am getting commissions. And what I have found is I'm also a Vine reviewer. So I have 2 Vine accounts. I have a Hall of Fame Vine reviewer and I'm another Vine reviewer. So I get a lot of free stuff there, but what I find out in the Vine program is you get a lot of people that don't know right from left in launching a product. So you get a product, it doesn't really sell, doesn't go anywhere, you don't really make a ton of commissions. Whereas on Rebate Key, there seems to be a very high concentration of people that actually know how to rank. And my likelihood that I'm seeing of getting commissions off the products that I get from Rebate Key are much higher. So Rebate Key is one that I would throw out there where you can get free products. As long as you're willing to pay for the product and then confirm that you got the product, and 30 days you get your money back, it's amazing.
Use joint brands as well.
That's we're getting, yeah.
Okay, so through our journey, right, we get approved, we make 57 cents, we thought we won the Powerball. The next thing we know, we've uploaded 50 videos, 100 videos, and once again, on our storefront, there's a Facebook link. The next thing we know, in Messenger, we get this comment from this Chinese agent that says, hey, listen, I have this left-handed broomstick. Would you please review this product? How much would you pay to do a video of this product? And we said, I don't know, 50 bucks. No problem. So they will send me the left-handed broomstick. I will get it at my house. Lisa now has a spreadsheet. We received the left-handed broomstick. We made the video. We posted it to our influencer channel. I send them a link from our influencer channel. Be very careful with this. Don't send them the actual footage. Send them the link from your channel to the product. Then they send me via PayPal the 50 bucks, okay? I check it off and we're done. So now I have Chinese agents reaching out to us every single week. Probably 20 products a week are coming to my house. Now, not all of these products are hero products, but a lot of them are like weird. I mean, I think I have this light that looks like, oh my God, I got this electronic glove that looks like an Iron Man glove that you slip on, and it actually, when you press a button, it actually moves your finger, and it's a rehab glove for your hand, and it's a $150 item. Now, Lisa, of course, has turned those fingers into a different gesture that I won't do on this channel, right there. But it's a $150 product that they sent to us to review. So we get a free product, we get paid to do it, and we upload it. So we now have Chinese influencers ad nauseum, and there are Facebook groups that are actually, tribes of Facebook, I don't know, I guess groups that are being made, and Chinese sellers are posting their products because they want to have Americans reviewing their products and fulfilling that top carousel or bottom carousel. So, 25 bucks, 10 bucks, whatever. Sometimes we've reviewed a product for free because I've seen that it sells 7,000 units a month. I'll do it for free. Or maybe it's something that I'm going to give my dad for Christmas or my mom for Christmas. So I'll gladly take that product or that tool set or whatever it is. So there's that market, which is like, oh my gosh, I mean, that's 25 bucks to do a minute and a half review. That's some pretty upset. So we made about $11,000 in December, $11,280 I think in December from Amazon, and then about $2,200 just in influencer commissions aside from that.
We make almost close to the same amount we do on Amazon Influencer from the Chinese
agents.
So are you giving your honest review, or like how you really feel about the product, or the review that would sell the product?
Needs to be positive.
So you are required by law, by the FTC, you're required by law to tell people that if you're influencing a product, I'm sorry, so the question was, do we have to,
Are you giving
are we giving an honest opinion or review of the product? And the answer is the FTC is requiring you to tell people that you are in fact reviewing a product in exchange for money.
Okay.
So Lisa likes to tell people up front,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, I'm reviewing this pen in exchange for an honest review. I prefer to review it at the end. And I can say, by the way, I want to let you guys know that I received this Diet Coke in exchange for an honest review, and I can honestly tell you that I drink the crap out of this stuff. So you're covering your bases there, so you are required to tell people that you are receiving this product in exchange for an honest review. Now, you could tell people that you actually hate this product, but I don't know if your agent is going to be really happy with you for saying that. So
what we've done in that, I mean, we'll get to the question, Dana, but what we've done there is there's been a few products that come in, and because we have, like, we'll charge 25 to 50 bucks to do a review, but if it's a product that requires kids, we'll tell them, 75 to 100 bucks because we have kids. But if you have a pool, maybe you could do that with a pool. Like, there's different things going on in your life. But we had 2 removable tattoo products come in that we wanted us to review. One of them, my wife didn't see the chemicals listed that was going on it, so there was no way she was putting it on her kid's arm. She just told him, said, look, we're not going to do the review on this. We're not going to say it's the best thing since whatever, and we're not putting it on our kid. The other one was almost impossible to get off. Not impossible, it was like much work that was needed. She said, look, you don't have to pay us. We'll never work with you again if you don't. Here's the proof that we did this thing, but we don't feel comfortable putting it out there that this thing is a great product. So and they wound up paying us, giving us a better product, and we did a review. So I think you still have choices. Like, you don't have to be a slave to the thing. You know, like
There's so many. There are so many
post a shot
agents.
product.
I mean,
Benefiting the company in that regard.
Hey, I'm not going to blast you with this.
there are lots and lots of them out there. I think that's really where the sweet spot in this are the Chinese agents. It's coming. I mean, it's coming big time.
Yeah, Dan?
And so, yeah.
So we had a question about rebate key. Could you explain what that was?
Rebate Key is amazing. I've been hooked on Rebate Key from the beginning, but Rebate Key's had in my opinion, by the way, I'm not affiliated with Rebate Key at all. I just love everybody who's behind it. So like, is a platform where you can get products for free or dang near free. And how it works is there'll be a product, let's just say it's an alarm camera, and it'll say this product is $50 and it's 100% off, right? 100% rebate. So I go and buy this product on Amazon for the full price. I confirm that I bought it. It used to be different. It used to be automated, but Amazon was hating on them. And I buy it for the full price. I confirm that I bought it with my order number or whatever they need at the time. And then usually about 30 days later, they send me a check. Like literally, it's super cool. Like they send me a check for the full amount that I paid for the product. So I'm basically just floating the cost of this product for like 30 days. I suspect a lot of people forget about it and don't claim it or whatever. If I actually love the product, I don't get the rebate because I'm hoping the seller kind of keeps it and I actually like the product. But you can just do it as much as you want. And to the best of my knowledge, and I've asked some people involved in Rebate Key, it does not violate any rules. I'm not reselling the product. I'm not doing anything like that about the product. You're not allowed to get these products and resell them. Even though if I was doing arbitrage and I just started and Rebate Key existed, I would totally flip everything that was on that site. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what I'm doing on Rebate Key is you're getting free products or like 90% off products and you're reviewing them and then you're getting your money back. I find that the percent, like it's like by a percentage, the amount of savvier sellers that are on the platform probably that know a Rebate Key, their products sell better. Like they actually know what they're doing. And if the products do better, you have a greater likelihood of getting conversions. So that's kind of like my calculations on why Rebate Key works. Not to mention, you save a lot of money on the holidays gifting people stuff. So like even outside of the influencer program, I highly recommend using Rebate Key.
That's spelled R-E-B-A-T-E.
Key, yes.
Key.
Yeah, just free to open an account. You're gonna go through like a verification process, which is like simpler than Google. And they send you a postcard, you get confirmed, and you get free products pretty much for the rest of your life. It's like really, legitimately.
And yeah, and the sellers are the biggest sellers.
They are, yeah, they are. So like, it's great.
Made by
Yeah. The reason why they're doing that, the reason why they do that is that the act of you buying that product is a conversion on Amazon. And in Amazon's eyes, they see the conversion and they're like, oh my God, we love this. People are buying this product. So what does Amazon do when somebody buys the product? They give it better page position. And you can control that as a brand from the brand side. So very genius on every aspect.
Good.
We want to share the rental one?
I want to see if there's more questions at all. Yeah. No? No more?
You said no
Yes, sir.
medical, no medical. How about supplements?
I would not do for your first 3 medical anything at all. I have actually done a review of Tylenol, and I've said, here's Tylenol, it reduces your fever, because I read that on the bottle. And guess what? Sorry, unacceptable. I cannot say, according to Amazon rules, that it reduces fever. So for that reason, I would just say, do a product, make that product solve a problem. So to do your first 3 videos, I would do something very simple, okay? Don't talk about where you found the product, get right to the point. Today, I'm here to talk about the Diet Coke. The reason why I like Diet Coke is because it gives me caffeine without the sugar. and then I can list some of the other benefits, and you can drink this at a sporting event, on the beach, or in your car, and it's portable, and it's got a lid to it. I hope this review helps. So get right to the point, explain what you're reviewing immediately, and then talk about why you bought it, and then maybe that product in action, and explain some of the features, not all the features, and then at the end, tie it up with a nice neat bow, and you can say whatever I say, which is, I hope this review helps.
About 60 seconds.
60 seconds, a minute and 15, a minute and 30, that's it. That's the secret sauce that I have. And make sure, once again, audio is good, lighting is good, nothing in the background, no extra noise, no extra product, no pictures, no driver's license of your car. I mean,
No Nike swoosh on your shirt.
yeah, just do it very plain vanilla. That's it. Just go right down. I can't tell you what gets approved. I can just tell you, just don't leave any ambiguity as far as like what can do it.
And the question you asked for people on the stream was like, medical products, could you do supplements? That's what prompted that answer. The one that we got shot down for that we think, even we knew don't do medical products, my wife tries to lather me with sunscreen every time I leave the house. Like she's just like anti-sun everything, right? So even getting in the car, she'll want like this side of me with no sunblock, and she just like was reviewing some sunblock and she said SP protection. Like it's what it says. It's like the level of sunblock so that you don't get UV ray. Like that was medical enough. Wow. Right. So
if eventually you get approved for supplements, what I've done is I've said I use this vitamin D because I'm low in vitamin D. Right. This is what the pill looks like. Here it is here. And what I like to do is I want to make sure that I take food or drink before I take it. I hope this review helps. So if you need filler, think about a filler that's a little bit makes more sense, right? Instead of telling them about the product, right? Just say how I use it.
You get that from reading the product, what it says, how you should take it, or.
And one of the reasons why I feel like and again, you should start with the products you have around the house is you won't have to do any of that reading.
Yeah.
You bought the product for a reason.
And you're using it.
And you're using it. Like you don't need to,
Yeah.
not that you shouldn't script and you shouldn't do research, but in the beginning, let's eliminate all the friction possible. Like, and you should know it. You don't need a script. You just talk about it endlessly. One of the others.
Got a question right in the back. Oh, you did? You good? All right.
Don't be afraid, bro. What is it? Say asking for a friend if it's a bad question.
No.
Okay.
All right. Question was the influencer program commissions. Are they similar to or the same as the associate program ones?
Better.
I think the question was, are the commissions,
Based on the categories.
are they better or worse?
The regular
About-
associate program versus the influencer.
About twice as good.
Twice as good.
Yeah. Right. They're going to come radically down. But you got to.
Question?
Yes. So is the percentages of commission possible on the associates program the same as the Amazon influencer program? And the influencer program currently, because they're trying to build it, is twice as good. By the end of this year, that won't be the case in my opinion.
So one question, when you get the free product, or do you say the same thing if the product is free as if they're paying you? You would just say, I got this, I received this product for an exchange of an honest review, even if it was free, but they pay you $50.
So the question is, do we have to disclaim if we got the product for free or if we got paid for it? And the answer is yes. In exchange for this product, I'm giving you my honest review of this product, whether it was for money or not. You still got that product for free.
You're incentivized.
Correct.
Yeah. One of the other spots, just in case you're not sold on that, you have enough products to sell to review already. One of the other places that you can go to review products that I learned actually from a thread or maybe through a thread and through you, through Andrew Pardine in the beginning. Now everyone's talking about it is Airbnb. Like you technically.
You could go, go ahead.
You technically can just go to an Airbnb for like nothing on the dollar and just spend the day with everything that's in there and crush what you paid on the Airbnb and be making money forever.
You review the Airbnb, you get commission.
Okay, I'm gonna give Andrew Pardine credit here. He's a savant. He's a genius because what he did is he went to an Airbnb person and he said, "Listen, your Airbnb is $200 for the day. I'm going to come and rent it on a Monday when no one's there. I'm going to give you $50. I'm not going to sleep there. I'm not going to cook there. I'm not going to eat there. I'm just going to review your product. So he went in there, took his Amazon camera and goes, that's the TV, that's the credenza, that's the picture frame, that's the rug, that's the vase, that's the coffee dripper, whatever. And the next thing you know, within a matter of 24 hours, he had over 100 videos of something different from an Airbnb. Genius, in my opinion.
But not the Airbnb itself.
No.
Just the stuff.
Right, because
Just the
there's stuff in
stuff.
the Airbnb. It's a
Yeah,
different pillow,
correct.
different pillowcases, different sheets, different shower curtains, different blenders, different silverware.
Different. I mean, he even reviewed the, that piece of paper that goes over the toilet bowl that says this toilet has been cleansed. That piece of paper that goes over there is sold on Amazon, and he reviewed that.
I thought it was
Insane, right?
if you're getting it for free, I guess that's better. Not guess, that is definitely better. And if you can get a network of Airbnb people to do it, that is genius. I also think there is nothing wrong with going in there and paying like $60 for the day or whatever, and going to go do it. And it's all stocked with different stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to go do a pool pump, you know what? Airbnb, you got a pool, let's do it.
So he went to a dock and to a marina and saw a big ass cooler and a ladder and the boat stuff and the ropes and just.
Just never ends.
And some people are even just doing video. They don't care about the audio, and then they're taking that video back and cap and voice overing it. So once you're approved, you can certainly do that, right? I've seen people there's a guy sitting outside of his house and he's watching somebody with this big long pole and they're like cementing some driveway and he's reviewing the big long pole. I'm like, holy cow. I mean, amazing, right? I mean, it's just like, okay, but good for you. I mean, somebody looks at that. All right, so
I know somebody that goes to garage sales and does the videos of there, and literally in the voiceover says, I've used this forever, it was amazing, and I decided to put it up for sale in a garage sale. So you can't hide the fact that it's in a garage sale, but you also don't know if it was your garage sale or somebody else's. And so you can get as creative as you want, but trust me, start with your house.
And then go on to your family's house, and your
Yes.
friend's house.
Yes, because they're probably going to think you're crazy when you talk about it, but as long as they let you review the stuff in the house, you totally go for it.
I tell you what, most of our kids' gifts this year for Christmas had been opened for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they were reviewed. I have no idea.
So it is probably better if it's an unboxing as well, right?
No. As a matter of fact, you can actually do a video that's an unboxing video, and then do another.
Repeat the question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's a good
So,
one.
go ahead.
That's a good one. That's what I'm saying.
So,
It makes sense that it would be because I'm wanting my video to be the one that converts, that hits the button.
so the question was, does it have to be an unboxing video or can it be an unboxing video? I'm going to give you something back. You could actually do multiple videos. You could do an unboxing video of this pen, and then you could do a video of this pen working, and then you could do a video of this pen 6 months from now and take up 3 spots on the carousel.
Sure, but I'd like to think of I probably wouldn't make a decision based off somebody reviewing something in a garage sale. I'd go, that doesn't look right.
But you're assuming that your video in the first place is why they bought the product. Remember, at that point, they went to Amazon, they searched for the product, they chose that product, they've seen the title, the images, they've seen everything, and now they're just snooping around. And at 100% sold, they want to be unsold. They see your video, happens to be the last one, you make the commission.
Right, but the best video is probably going to be the one that changes video.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna share with them a really cool, but I think it should be a bonus just for the group that's here. Are you cool with that?
So we need
Are you cool with that?
Yeah, but we'd have to end.
We'll have to end it and then.
Yeah, I want to share with you guys something really cool at the
It's
end.
not mine to share, so I can't put it out there. So we gotta respect. Let's continue with the group though, and we'll share it at the very end.
Yeah, so after that, I'm going to shut it off, and then I'll tell you something that I think is like a really big honey hole for you guys to go and play with. So,
Okay. What other questions do you have about the Amazon Influencer Program? Can you think?
Besides the two that you gave us, any other company like that you gave us Airbnb and you gave the
rebate key.
Any others?
Well,
the Chinese,
Well,
the
besides
Chinese.
yourself and your family.
Get-
you do know at that point you're probably talking about 10,000 products.
Sure.
Right.
Get.
No, I'm not asking.
And we're not talking. And we're not talking, you forgot about the Chinese agents that we're going to put you in touch with like Facebook groups and
I guess
everything
what I
else.
was asking, like Rebate Key, is there another company that does the same thing that they do?
I think the majority of them went under that were like them, but I don't know if like Rank Rooster and those other ones, I don't know. I also don't know that they're going to actually pay me my money back on those other ones, whereas I know Rebate Key will. So, no, I don't know of something else like Rebate Key.
Okay.
But Rebate Key, stuff around your house and everybody else's house, everything new that you purchase, because you're not gonna stop being a consumer.
Or you see somebody
Airbnb,
troweling their driveway.
right? Airbnb, stuff that's in garage sales. I mean, you literally won't run out.
Well, you're going to also see that you're
Chinese
buying
agents
I told them.
reaching out to you.
But you're going to see that your buying behavior on Amazon changes, right? So you're typically going to I don't know, be buying like a vitamin D supplement, and you're going to be like, instead of buying this one, I'm going to buy this one. Or instead of buying these socks, I'm going to buy these socks and try them out. So your buying behavior is going to shift, which is pretty fun because then you're going to be actually buying different stuff. So I bought my two daughters, I bought them a candle warmer, one of those lamps that actually warms a candle. So I bought one for my wife, one for my two daughters, and they're all 3 different brands. So I wanted 3 different products.
We saw an influencer doing some videos. I'll get you onto this, but we saw some influencers doing some videos that inspired my wife and I to start putting some together. And the reason it got my attention was I used to sell pre-Amazon. I was selling on eBay, and one of my hottest sellers on eBay was we had this Vitamix blender, and one of the pieces broke. So it was a $600 blender, so you didn't just go get another blender. You looked for the piece, and the piece was like $165, right? So I was like, this is crazy. And then I saw on Alibaba that I could get. They didn't say it was a Vitamix piece. They just said it was compatible with Vitamix. And I could buy this thing on Alibaba for like $4. So I bought it, and I was selling them for like $35 each on eBay forever. But when I saw this influencer, what this influencer was doing recently, like fast forward 15 years, this influencer was doing parts of. So it really just changes. We looked at like 5 of these different things that we have that actually were like 9 pieces, and each of the pieces were sold separately, and were standalone pieces. So now we do a review of each of the pieces separately, and the replacement parts, and the other one. My wife's looking at, like, you go to like, which is still existing, which is crazy, like Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, all these other places, they're like free just if you pick up. Just like.
Or the ergonomic chair, and then you want to change the rollers on the base of the wheels. The wheels are getting reviewed.
Yes.
So you can do a review on the wheels.
You explode
So
out
the
the
parts
tab.
of the parts. So I would challenge you that I bet you don't have 1,000. You can't come to me with 1,000 products in a year just from your home alone. Guarantee
I
you.
wasn't worried about running out of products. I was intrigued by Rebate Key because I had never heard of that opportunity.
There's like 4 or 5 products per every 2 weeks that are low-hanging fruit that you can get for free on Rebate Key. Pretty much.
And with Rebate Key, you're actually supporting sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do that for free. That's easy.
Now, where can I go to see some of these influencers?
Every single product page.
Okay.
Go down either in the top carousel and you'll see their videos, and then once you see their videos, you'll see, Carlos and Jizzy's products or whatever, and click on that and you'll see their channel.
I'll open up mine afterwards. Not that I won't put it on the stream, but we're not connected to the stream. But when we stop, I'll pop mine open and show you, and I'll show you a few, so you can see where you can find them and how you can connect. It's
Okay.
Andres, you got a question?
I have a question just for clarity's sake. The products that you're reviewing are products that are available for sale on Amazon.
Repeat the question.
The products that we're reviewing, yes, are products that are available for sale on Amazon.
Right. No, I'm not.
Repeat that question.
I've
So.
heard some people saying, reviewing an Airbnb or reviewing a digital course, it's your review. Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
as long as the product's available for sale on Amazon, then that's when you review it. So make sure that your product is available on Amazon before you go about reviewing it. Otherwise, you're completely defeating the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you.
However, as you were saying, the Amazon app, you can load up the camera, scan it, and it'll find the product for you as well.
Right. So basically, make sure the product is available for sale on Amazon before you review it.
Right.
Yeah. We'll just review the stuff, and I figured that out later because the percentage of stuff that has not been on Amazon has been almost nothing.
True.
The first 3 videos, is that aspect ratio the 9:16 portrait, just a standard?
Okay, very important. Thank you. So you're asking me about what the aspect ratio is of the video.
When you submit the
Always do a horizontal video, in my opinion, okay? Because I think Amazon is changing. It used to be they take the vertical video, but if you see a vertical video, there's 2 black spots on the side which don't get clicked on. So make it horizontal. Now also Amazon has Amazon Inspire, right? Which is going to confuse a lot of people. Just, in my opinion, don't pay attention to that right now because it's really you reviewing this product horizontally and then vertically. There is some software that'll actually convert that, but let's not get into that right now.
Something to think about though, and getting in the weeds, and I'm patting myself on the back because I was predicting this. There's been a few people that have spotted. So if you're probably if you're an Amazon private label seller, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a program called Posts,
Yeah.
right? So Posts are vertical videos. There's been a few people that have found vertical Amazon influencer videos popping up in post feeds. That it seems to be the post feeds that they're popping up on are post feeds that the sellers are not really populating, because amongst private label sellers, like the lift you get for most brands from posts
People
is
don't take the time.
it's not right. The other place it's popped up, I don't know if you've seen, again, there's sponsored brand video, is they're now allowing sponsored brand video vertical that's showing up in mobile. I have not seen a screenshot of this one, but apparently somebody saw an Amazon influencer video popping up in that spot.
Wow.
So it looks like it's spreading.
Yeah.
Did they tell you why you were rejected if they reject you, or they just put rejected?
Question is, do they tell you if you're rejected, if they rejected you on the videos? It seems to be if they tell you why. It seems to be a coin toss. You've seen rejections where nothing. I've seen rejections where they said this is medical. They approved, these 2 are approved and this one's not. Well, it's very coin toss. You agree?
Yep, completely, yeah.
And, would you want to review a product that doesn't already have a whole bunch of other reviews, or don't worry about that?
So the question is, would you review a product that has a lot of reviews on it already? If I'm starting out, and even now to this day, I still review everything I can get my hands on, because ultimately Amazon kind of like, rotates those through. So even if it's like something that's got amazing conversion, like for example, back in October, I looked at buying a Christmas wreath, right, that had like 2 videos on it. And I'm like, Lisa, we're gonna buy this $32 wreath and we're going to review it. And then next thing you know, we got like 82, sales. I mean, it was crazy, right? So a hack is think about the next, once you get approved, and think about the products that you're buying. And if you want to actually do some arbitrage on that stuff, think about the holiday that's coming up, like Valentine's Day or Easter or whatever, and start buying those products ahead of time that don't have the reviews on them. So that's what we did during Christmas, is we bought that wreath. Next thing you know, we got 82 sales in one day just because of that, right? Amazing. But then you know what? A week later, we're off the video. So I have no idea. I really don't. I can't tell you. We converted, right? We did 82 sales. I have it verified in my, reports and everything else.
But they took you off.
But they took me off. And then they rotated someone else in. I don't know, someone from Idaho that, did something different. I have no idea. So I really can't tell you what's really going to work, but it does prove to me that just because that carousel is full, don't not submit that video because of that. I guess that's what proves
You'll
to
like
me.
this because she's also sitting on a gold mine, because this is her company here, Glow. She's a 3PL.
Oh yeah.
3PL with all the products. You're
Oh my
sitting on a
gosh.
gold mine of products.
There you go.
So if I were an influencer, I would approach a 3PL,
Yes.
and I would tell that 3PL, by the way, I will review your products for free, and you would say back to me, why would you do that for me, and why would I take you? Because I know that if I do a product review for one of your customers, I'm going to make more sales, and if they make more sales, you make more sales, you make more money,
Right.
you make more inventory. I want to be a friend of yours.
Yes.
So approach 3PLs.
Some questions from the stream?
Yes, so question number 1 is, can you please repeat how we actually notify Amazon that we want to be in this program? So just give them the URL.
Can you share the URL or do I?
No, I didn't. I think it's influencer.amazon.com, but I don't remember.
I'll tell you right now. What was the second question while I'm looking this up?
If you're already a seller on Amazon, can you do this program? Also, do you have to use a different email or bank accounts? And then the second part of that was, can you list your own products? So repeat those two and then tell them no on the
Okay, can you list your own products? No, absolutely not. You cannot influence Amazon, you can't influence buyer behavior, so do not influence your own products. Give them to a friend.
Yep. The second
I'll be your designated influencer.
If you're already an Amazon seller,
It's irrelevant.
it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. You don't have to be a seller. You could be a seller. Has no bearings on you.
So do you have to use a different email and bank accounts?
You do not have to use a different bank account. You do not have to use a different
Re-ask the
email.
question.
Yeah, the question is, do you have to, if you already have a seller account, do you need to use a different email or a bank account? No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. So what I would do once I get approved in the program, I would form your own company. So Maze Living is my own company. I would now get my own credit card for that company. And now when I buy Amazon products, it's a gray area, but it's a tax deduction. I fly to Tampa, do a presentation, I go out to lunch, and these are business expenses, right? That's it, right?
You get a separate LLC even if you had another LLC?
I would. I did for myself, right? Because now, guess what? Since June, I'm now an influencer. I just figured out how to become an influencer. I have no idea. I'm now an influencer, right? It's a separate business now, right?
Yeah.
I agree. We run it under my wife has a company called Angelina and Carlos, which is our kids have a YouTube channel. And we run it under there. So everything we buy for the kids, all the props, everything is a.
Oh, you
tax
are?
write-off. The URL, by the way, is sort of long, but bear with me. So it's affiliate-program.amazon.com/influencer. Influencers, sorry, with an S. So affiliate-program.amazon.com. Can I send it to you and you post it in there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think
You
I got
post it on the stream?
How long does it take for Amazon to review
Oh.
the 3 videos is the last question.
Okay, so how long does it take Amazon to give you the approval once you're past the first phase and you've gotten approved as an influencer? Okay, once again, this is Amazon, so I'm going to tell you, I don't know. What I can tell you from my experience, if you use TikTok to get approved, 4 to 6 weeks. If you use Facebook and Instagram, 3 to 7 days. So that's what I've seen. A lot of people are using TikTok, but what I believe is happening is Amazon is looking back and going, is that really true engagement? Where they're looking at a Facebook page, maybe engagement's playing. We're doing some little testing here to see if that's really true. But Facebook and Instagram are getting a much faster response, so I would encourage you to use a Facebook or Instagram page to get approved on. That's my own personal experience from that.
because TikTok is taking away all the business, so they want influencers back on.
Taking all of whose business?
TikTok is taking Facebook.
I'm sorry. So the comment was TikTok is taking away Amazon's business. Do you know that the
Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
and
Okay.
Instagram. Everybody goes to TikTok. TikTok make you buy.
Yeah.
So they go there looking for products.
To me, it's the shiny object right now that's happening. I believe that people can get engagement pretty fast on TikTok by doing something viral and get themselves. So I think that's why Amazon is giving pause to approving them and doing a deeper dive look. And there's a really full line of people that are trying to get approved with TikTok because that's the easiest way to do it. I would actually take the extra effort and just do an Instagram or a Facebook page, get the engagement, and get a 5 to 7 day response time. That's what I'm seeing. It could change, right? So.
Yeah. Any other questions? I want to touch on something else that's related to the Amazon influencer programs. I know we do more than just do Amazon influencer here. I've seen enough of the Amazon influencer program that I'm going to say, as a private label seller, part of your start of your product detail page really should be filling up that carousel with people that are telling what you want to be said about your product. Because what I'm seeing, and it's not a lot, but first of all, I don't want somebody up there not saying what I want about the product or not putting off the vibe that I want about my product. You actually can control a lot. This is definitely getting into gray hat, but you can control a lot what you want up there. So I'm doing some cool stuff with Join Brands and getting some great video content on the cheap created, and then having the influencers post that. So the videos for my products are going to look amazing. So basically fill your carousel in all your spots of your Amazon as part of your, I think you should start doing it as part of your launch. It's like getting your product detail page ad ready, is what I like to say. I think that should now be part of it. So think about getting that full. What I have seen is I think you asked a question earlier, which was, what if you don't like the product? What do you say? You technically can say something bad about the product and it appear in the Amazon influencer program. So who would want to do that?
True.
Right. Your competitor would want to do that and get it on your listings. So the motive wouldn't be to make money. The motive would be to tank your sales and hurt your sales by telling an unflattering version of your product, or showing a dark color where the jewelry used to be on your arm, or like a million other things. So fill them and get your version told on the program, or somebody else is going to fill them. That's my 2 cents. You want to talk about the Fiverr one, or you want me to do it?
So I think you mentioned Join Brands, right? So Join Brands is like an influencer network. So an idea here, why don't you guys create your own Join Brands and tell other brands that you're willing to do, like Carlos said, an influencer video for them. So post a job for them, which then goes to Fiverr. I saw a listing for a girl on Fiverr that was charging, get this, for a 30-second video, $60, and she had 119 sales for $60 to post a 30-second video on your product. So you could essentially advertise your skill set on Join Brands and on Fiverr as an extra side hustle, which is something, me personally, I think that what you should probably do is that you should probably offer it in terms of a silo, in terms of a niche. So let's say you're really into gardening. So maybe you could say, I'm going to advertise your gardening product, not just your influencer video, but your influencer video and the gardening product. Or let's say you're a boater or a fisherman or you're a cook or something like that, and actually advertise that. So I would do that on Fiverr and have multiple gigs up there to say that I'm a specialist in cooking or appliances or whatever that would be, and have that be your advertisement. I think that's low-hanging fruit that I don't think anybody's really done yet, except for those 2 people that I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. Just I wanted to drop that in there at the end. Like, your product detail page is yours. Own all the real estate on there with the version you want to tell about your product, and those slots are going to get full somehow. Like, get them full on your own. I suspect that's going to be a pretty powerful piece of real estate on the listings this year. So. Get value out of it. Did anybody here come here and they were curious, and you're leaving saying, okay, I just discovered this is not for me? Okay. Yeah, Join Brands is a company. It's I believe it's founded by MDS. Yeah, the same people that did Rebate Key. Yeah.
Is that Join Brands or Joint Brands?
Join with an N. Yeah, joinbrands.co or .io. If you put Join Brands influencers in Google, you'll get it. Or I can send you a link. I actually have a link that gives you like $20 off your second order or something like that. I can send to you. It's an affiliate link, but that's not why I'm recommending it.
But you can become an influencer, just make money.
Oh, that's true. You could be the influencer there to make money. Right.
I would create many influencer channels on Join Brands, whether you're a sports fan, a football fan, a baseball fan, a volleyball fan, whatever that is, or you're into cooking, et cetera, and just create multiple listings as far as like doing that. That'd be easy.
Homework besides applying to the program, I would say your first homework, this should be like a tonight thing, is to join the Telegram group. There's no reason not to. And if that bogs you down, trust me, you are not going to get into the influencer programs. It gets more complicated than that. So you just go to wizardsofecom.com/chat. So there'll be 2 steps. If you have no Telegram, the first step will let you download the app. Second step will let you straight up join the group. Once you're there, just ask to be added to the influencer chat, and I'll add you. So there's chats for private label, arbitrage, everything you can think of, including the influencer chat. Wizardsofecom.com/chat. join there. We're going to be there. We can do Loom videos. We can clarify stuff that we talked about here today. All that. So, like, I think that's your first homework.
I
if-
have a
Sure.
what's your podcast?
Wizards of Ecom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the podcast is
Okay.
called Wizards of Ecom. We have one in English and we have one in Spanish.
In English.
We have a few
I
episodes on
speak Spanglish, so.
well, the Spanish one is very Spanish. I don't do the Spanish one. Alexis does, so I don't think he's come up. I don't think you've met him here in Tampa yet. But we have several in the English one. Where, as a matter of fact, I interview the founders of Join Brands and Rebate Key on there. There's a few episodes on there about the Amazon Influencer Program. If you are going to the cruise, I know some of you are. We have several Amazon influencers that are going to be on the cruise, so you can get everything out of them that you want. If Tom has a good night in the casino, he'll share extra.
I'm going to leave you with like some parting thoughts, and then after Danon cuts off the feed, I'll leave you with what I think is like a really, really good honey hole. But I'm going to leave you with this, right? So when you apply, expect to get denied, okay? Expect that. Just expect what's coming. Treat it like a speed bump. Keep on doing your videos and make this your mission to get into the program. But keep on doing these videos. I don't care if they're bad or good, just stockpile them. Because once you get approved, and like Lisa and I did, the first time we saw 57 cents and we thought we'd won the Powerball, we didn't have any videos to upload. But if I'm telling you guys what to do and you guys have 200 videos ready to go and upload, you're gonna hit the ground running. So my advice to you guys is just keep making videos, regardless of whether you've been approved or not. Don't wait for them to say, go. Keep on making videos of your products. Because once again, once those 3 are across that gauntlet, they don't look at the other ones. They don't look at the ums and ahs and did I have a face in that or not? They don't look at those. So just keep on running through those products and getting better and better at those videos. And you're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. That's my most important thing I'm gonna tell you. Have fun doing it, right?
And
Just
in the meantime, grow your influencers page, because what if you don't have it?
well, once again, you have to get your influencer page. I think that's going to be easy for you, Sugar. I think it's going to be easy. You're gonna pass that, no problem. It's going to be uploading your 3 videos and getting Amazon to go, yes, you're good. And a lot of people are getting stuck and they're going, you know what? I'm just not going to do this. Don't give up. Don't give up. Trust me. I've never done this before, and I mean, I'm living proof that you guys can do this. I don't have a course to sell you. I'm not selling you like, you know, something that can't happen. I've seen some really, really bad videos that people are getting paid on. You guys can do it too. I just can't tell you what that mechanism that Amazon approves. It could be a good day. Maybe the reviewer had a hangover and he approves you. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
And look, and on the private label side, I know a lot of people want to start their private label brand, and maybe your budget's not in line, or somebody's telling you on YouTube that you can start this thing with like 5K. It's total BS. Like, this is the quickest way. I've been doing this for 15 years. This is the quickest way to get to a spot where you can actually do some meaningful damage on good damage, good in this sense, with private label by building up your actual capital and launching a product, and you still have this big monthly revenue stream coming in. I'm in some like really powerful masterminds, and one of the things when everybody talks about it, everyone has in common is they all had this extra revenue stream. If you're starting with a low budget, trying to start a private label product, and you have no extra revenue coming in from somewhere else, and you have to survive off the business, it's not good. It's not, no bueno.
Last question. I have an Instagram account with 35,000 followers. Does the content of that page matter, or do I have to change the type of content?
The question is, do you have a 35,000 follower on Instagram? To me, that checks a box. Is it a business Instagram page, which would make me say absolutely yes, apply? If it's not a business Instagram page, then you can't apply. So make sure that your Facebook and Instagram page are business pages, correct?
Yeah, I'm also gonna like make sure it's not that I have anything against this page, but make sure it's not like a Dan Bilzerian type of page or something that's like soft porn or glorifying something that, you know, Amazon doesn't want to be associated with. Like, you get it, like, we're all adults here. Like, I'm assuming your content is of owls or something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, chickens in the backyard, you know, like,
not a business Instagram, you can change it from personal to
Right.
business in one click.
Yeah, so if it's not, he's saying if it's not a business Instagram, you can change that in one click and convert it to a business really
Oh,
fast.
okay.
Yeah.
So it could be my personal and then they switch it.
You get your
to a
personal IG and
business.
switch it to business, yeah.
Gotcha. And then I-
Last one, I think, before we cut the feed. Do either of you or both of you offer one-on-one coaching?
Um,
Go through me, it's $10,000 an hour. Yes, they do.
Do we offer coaching? I don't coach, but I'm happy to talk to you guys until the beer stops. So I'm open book. I'm happy to chat with you guys anytime you want. You can reach me through Carlos. You can send me your videos. I'll give you a best take on them and tell you what I think is wrong or right. So don't feel offended if I'm pretty brutal when it comes to that. But I'm happy to help. I really am. So there's no skin in the game for me. Throw it on feed. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
No paid consult. I'll ramble about this for hours for free. Well, if it's going to be for an exchange of funds, and then I look at it, it was like, well, I'm going to do this, or I could be with my kid, and there's really no money that I'm going to do this trade-off with about that. I'll give you everything I have on it for free. I'll show you my profile page. Like, that's what. Yeah, that's. There is no more than that. There is no free version of this content and a paid version of this content. Like, this is all the content. You sent me something?
Thank you.
You sent me something?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look. I don't know.
Secret stuff, like I don't know what's going on.
The easiest way to contact me is going to be Telegram or anywhere on social media that works for you at Wizards of Ecom. And you could write this down if you want. WhatsApp is where I'm active, and you can reach me on WhatsApp. If you text me or anything else, you're going to think I'm ignoring you, and I'm not. But you can reach me at 305-965-5857. Like, just text me. It's my number. You can see it now. If you call and I don't know the number, I'm probably not going to pick up. If you send me weird pictures and my wife sees it, she'll delete you from my list. But if you just text me and say, hey, my name is such, I'd like to know about blank, I'll save your contact, we might talk, I'll be able to guide you, direct you, and I know you can reach him in Telegram, and I don't know where else. He's looking at me, I'm putting my number out there.
That's fine. I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
305-965-5857.
Telegram really is the place to be.
I suggest you do Telegram.
Yeah. Whether you guys answer or someone else answers, someone does lots of helpful people on there. It's free and you can answer.
I think that's the best way, because there's like a bunch of people there to help. Yeah. And if anyone in the group listening to this back channels you and says they will offer you paid consulting on this,
Do not buy a freaking course. Just don't. Just don't
do
buy
not,
the.
please report them because they're
don't buy a
bilking other
course.
people in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. This is the end of our first one for the year. There's a lot of cool stuff coming this year. I know we don't have some other ones yet announced in Tampa. I plan on coming up here a lot more this year. I had to deal with some health stuff at the end of last year, so I couldn't really do it, but I'm good. And yeah, so I'm super excited for this year. If this is your first event, all of our events are not Amazon influencer events. Like, we mix up a lot of different topics. Be expecting to hear more of this topic and the changes that happen throughout. I would say at least a little bit in every event. And yeah, a lot of really cool stuff happening this year, especially now with the merger of the two groups. You see a lot more faces. It'll be much bigger groups. Our network of sponsors is getting bigger. The coordination of being able to work with sponsors and get really cool stuff going on that's going to benefit to the group, fly more people in, a lot of great stuff. So stay active in the chat. Refer this to everyone you know. Like Tom's influencer page.
So little note. By the way, I am a graduate of USF, so I am a bull, and my son just got accepted to USF. So I think we'll have a little tradition of the family. So I expect to be back here. We are the Bulls. We are the Bulls. So great.
We'll have a stadium soon.
Yeah, I saw that. Right, the campus is amazing. Right, so great. I was there before they had a football team. I'm just going to date myself, so that's it. No, I'm not going to say that anymore.
Yeah, and I just gave Dana the number for WhatsApp in case anyone didn't get it from the feed. It'll be shared in the feed. And I think that's it. So we're going to wrap up with that. Thank you so much. Remember, don't.
Thank you.
Don't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank Tom, by the way, who flew out here this afternoon just to present.
Yeah,
No skin in the game, We're gonna end it now. Remember, don't just run out. Tom has something to share, which I think is a really big deal.
Oh yeah, the secret sauce.
It's this little secret tactic.
Give me a second. Let me go to the
Right.
little boys' room, and I'll come back here and I'll share it with you because I
Okay.
think it's pretty fun. So.
And thank you everybody on the stream that watched. Our next meetup is in Miami on Saturday. Okay.
I was just there. I wanted to follow you.